Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel, where we dive into movies that bleed, blow up, and occasionally flex harder than the plot. Tonight, we're taking a look at the Predator franchise, one of the most chaotic, muscle-bound, and oddly consistent movie series out there. It started as a sweaty jungle showdown 1980s, action stars, and somehow turned into an alien soap opera about honor and bad life choices. We're going through every movie, what worked, what didn't, and where it all went off the rails. And spoiler alert, that's happened more than once. So sit back, grab your favorite beverage, and thank you all for joining us as we dive into the Predator franchise. Alright, so let's start with the classic 1987 Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger in his absolute physical prime leading a team of commandos into the central jungle on what should have been a simple rescue mission. But hey, surprise, no hostages, just an invisible alien with dreadlocks and a serious trophy habit. So this is peak 1980s action. Guns, guts, and pure muscle. It's violent poetry, if poetry came with a grenade launcher. So Predator 1987 is still the standard for what this series should have been. Lean, mean, and full of quotes. You can yell while flexing. So, in 1990, we hit Predator 2. In Predator 2, it's 1997 Los Angeles. The city's melting down, and who's here to clean it up? Danny Glover, playing, well, another cop role, who's too old for this kind of thing. So this is urban chaos meets alien safari, hot, sweaty, and surprisingly ambitious. You know what? Moving the Predator from the jungle to the city made a little bit of sense, and seeing Glover go toe-to-toe with this thing was actually fun. He's done a lot of great stuff since, but this one's got a weird charm. It's grimy, over the top, and still full of that 1990s attitude. So in 2004, we get Alien vs. Predator. Oh yes. The early 2000s crossover era. We were all obsessed with the versus movies, like Freddy vs. Jason, Alien vs. Predator, and of course MTV's Celebrity Deathmatch. In this one, scientists discover a buried pyramid in Antarctica, where predators have been hunting xenomorphs for sport for centuries. Naturally, humans get stuck in the middle. So this one, themes of teamwork makes no difference when you're lunch. Just because everyone else was doing the versus movies, doesn't mean you should. We wanted to see aliens and predators brawl, but it ended up feeling a little, well, intergalactically flat. Like watching your favorite band play, but everyone's out of tune. It was a really cool idea, but honestly had an extremely weak delivery. Okay, so then we get Requiem in 2007, the sequel that thought, hey, what if we made it so dark, you just can't see anything? So a predator ship crashes in small-town America, unleashing a Predalien hybrid. The body count skyrockets, and so does the confusion, because nobody exactly understands what was going on with this movie and why it was even released. It's sort of like if E.T. hated you and had acid for blood. It's brutal, sure, I'll give it that, but the story's thinner than the lighting budget. And honestly, this one we could have done without. Alright, so in 2010 we get Predators, plural. So okay, this one was a little bit interesting. So Adrian Brody, yes, the pianist guy, wakes up in a strange jungle with a group of killers and mercenaries. So it turns out that they've all been kidnapped and dropped onto an alien planet that's basically a giant hunting preserve. And they are the prey, and the predators are, well, the hosts of the worst camping trip ever imaginable. Predators was the first time in years the franchise felt live again. It brought back the tension, the atmosphere, and the sense of mystery the series had lost previously. Okay, so 8 years later, we get The Predator, directed by Shane Black, who was actually in the original movie. So in this one, a rogue predator crashes on Earth, the government pokes it with a couple of sticks, because, why the hell not? And then an even bigger predator shows up because, well, science and effect, I guess? So this one felt like Predator met Deadpool at a midlife crisis retreat. It's loud, messy, and full of one-liners. It can be fun to watch, but the plot's like Swiss cheese. You can see the holes from outer space. And this one should probably be launched well into space. So now along comes 2022 and something very unexpected happened. The release of Prey. This one was a total comeback story. Set in 1719, it follows Naru, a Comanche warrior who refuses to be underestimated. She's got nothing but a tomahawk, wits, and one amazing dog. And she still manages to outsmart a high-tech alien killing machine. Proving ingenuity beats technology. So Prey was a breath of fresh air in this franchise. It stripped away the sci-fi clutter and took us back to what makes this franchise work. Pure and utter survival. Primitive weapons, primal fear, and a protagonist who earns every single moment. It's easily one of the best entries since the original, if it's actually not better than the original. My opinion, of course. Okay, so this year in 2025, we get Predator Badlands, and this time we follow Dek, a young outcast predator who teams up with Tia, a damaged android from the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. Together, they're thrown into an arena full of rival species fighting for survival. Think of it as Predator meets the Hunger Games, minus the charm. Redemption? Didn't we see this done a couple times already in this franchise? Wasn't the second time worse than the first one? Yeah. So look, I get it. Technology is advancing, but that doesn't mean the story has to lose its soul. Badlands feels like the franchise officially ran out of ideas and is trying to recycle other movie options and just throw the aliens into those circumstances. It's flashy, it's loud, and it's got zero direction. At this point, the Predators aren't hunters anymore. They're social media influencers with plasma cannons. So if you like the breakdown, remember to hit the like button before the Predator locks on to your heat signature, because I'm sure that sequel would probably be better than the last couple. Subscribe for more brutally honest movie dissections, because the hunt is never truly over. And until next time, folks, have a great night.